Caring what people think of you. Actually, it is a weakness of you. It is making you weak. It is making you poor and unhealthy as well. So, first of all, understand this thing. How on earth can another's thought about you harm you? It is your thought about his thought that harms you. Change your thought. This is a beautiful quotation given by Vernon Howard, The Power of Your Supermind. So, most importantly, it is very, very important to understand all of us. Are you overly self-conscious? In this section, we will learn why we care so much what people think of us and what we can do elevated this situation. So understand that you are the most important person in the world. Next thing, realize you are the most important person in the world. If you don't believe me, remember the last time you felt intense pain. Perhaps it was toothache or surgery, or maybe you broke your leg in an accident. What were you thinking back then? Were you concerned about the famine in Africa? Did you worry about innocent people being killed in the wars of Middle East? No. The only thing you wanted to is for the pain to go away. This is because you are the most important person in this world. Since you must live with yourself 24/7, it is normal to be concerned about your own mental and physical well-being. You have to realize the same goes for every other human on the planet. For me, you are not the most important person in the world. I am. And from their perspective, so are you close friends, family members, and colleagues. Because you live with yourself 24/7, you incorrectly assume, often unconsciously, people think about you significantly more often than they actually do. In fact, for the most part, people do not care about you. While it may sound depressing, it's actually liberating. It means you don't have to worry so much what people think of you. As the famous saying goes, when you are 20, you care what everyone thinks. When you are 40, you stop caring what everyone thinks. And when you are 60, you realize no one was ever thinking about you in the first place. While you keep track of all your mistakes and awkward moments, nobody else does. People are simply too busy worrying about themselves. In short, people don't keep track of your past failures. Read everything you post on social media. Remember your awkward moments. Think of you or care about you as much you care about yourself. So understand that you are the first person who thinks and who provide energy to others' thought, and this is the only thing which is harming you, not these people. You care what other people think of you because you want them to approve you. You assume the best way to do that is not avoid making waves. As a result, you may spend your whole life trying to be the perfect person, hoping to be loved. However, it usually doesn't work. No matter how great you are, some people wouldn't like you. You may try to fix the image people have of you, but that wouldn't work either. People will still see you the way they want to because of their own values and beliefs. Thus, if you base your self-worth on what people think of you, you will always be at the mercy of the approval of others. What will happen if they suddenly disapprove you? Unfortunately, no amount of external approval will compensate for a lack of self approval. By trying so hard to be loved by everyone, you risk living a dull life in which you are unable to express your personality. You will end up mimicking your friends, pleasing everybody around you, but forgetting to please the most important person in the world, and it's you. What people think of you is none of your business. You are not responsible for people's thought. In fact, what people think of you is none of your business. Your job is to express your personality the way you can, while having the purest intent possible. In short, your responsibility is to do best to be your true self. Then people may or may not like you, and either way is fine. Remember, the most influential people, such as presidents and statesmen and women, are often hated by millions. Therefore, don't make it your personal mission to change people's image of you. People are entitled to their beliefs and values, and they have the right to dislike you. They are free to interpret you, your and your actions and your behaviors, your thoughts by their own filter. Part of your personal growth is to accept you don't have to be liked by everybody, and finally you can be yourself. How to use this emotion to grow? Being overly self-conscious means you have a distorted view of the way people perceive you, and you are the attached to a self-image you want to protect. So this attachment of your self-image which you want to protect is your biggest enemy. Understand this thing. To stop being so self-conscious, you must address these 2 points. Change your interpretation of the way people perceive you. To care less about what people think of you, it is essential for you to redefine your relationship with other people. This entails realizing that in general people don't care about you and you don't care about people. This is very important point. Realizing people don't care. This exercise will help you understand at a deep level most people are not really concerned about you. Choose one person you know. It might be a friend, an an acquaintance, or a colleague. Ask yourself how often you think about that person in your daily life. Now put yourself in the shoes of that person. How much do you imagine he or she thinks about you during an average day? How much does he or she keep track on what you do or say? What do you think he or she is worrying about right now? Repeat this process at least with 2 more people. As you do the exercise, you will probably realize that people are simply too busy to think of you often. After all, they live with themselves 24/7 in their own eyes. They are the most important person in the world, not you. And this is only to be expected. Realizing you do not care. You are not that concerned about other people either. The following exercise will make you realize this. Go through your day and try to remember all the people you meet or interacted with. It might be the waitress of the or the customers in the restaurant you lunched in, the people you saw on the street, and so on. Ask yourself how much you thought about these people prior to this exercise. You probably didn't think of them at all, did you? As you can see, you don't really have time to worry about other people. Most of the time, you are concerned only about yourself. It's not to say you have no compassion or are a selfish jerk. You are merely being human. Stop being overly attached to your self image. If you are overly self conscious, chances are you worry too much about the way people perceive you. Perhaps you want their approval or are afraid of they will judge you. It is essential you learn to let go of this self image. As you heard, I did a speaking error. I did it especially because I want to express this because I don't care. And you will understand what I want to say, but you are not going to judge me, and I really don't care about your judging. Exercise letting go of your self image. Write down all the things you are afraid to be judged on. Maybe you worry about your look or you are afraid of saying something silly. Write down why you care. What is the issue here? What image are you trying to protect? Do you people believe you are smart and you are afraid you can't live up to this image? Are you afraid of being rejected as a result of saying something wrong? This exercise will bring awareness to the things you are worrying about and will help you address them. In addition, don't forget to complete the exercise mentioned in the section letting go of your emotions. Finally, remember, people will always interpret your words and actions based on their values and beliefs. Therefore, to let your personality shine, you have no choice but to allow them to see you whatever they wish to. So be happy and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.